Hey, it's a bed in Bangkok
with two bitches.
I'm Meg,
I'm Joe.
and let's get into it. I had a really fun weekend, and I want to tell you all about it.
I want to hear all about it.
Because I actually went out and did a bunch of fun things in town.
You had a girl sleepover. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Not girls like your daughters.
No, I had like an adult mom sleepover.
Okay, I want to hear about this.
Which was actually super delightful and super fun. I mean, no surprise because there were 5 of us, these amazing women that I'm friends with in our community.
Where were you?
We were in RE.
That's what it was.
That's the part that I really want to talk about.
Okay.
So, have you hung out in RE much at all?
Is that where we went to that one dinner at the guy, you know?
No, that was the supper club dinner.
Yes.
That was on Nut.
Ah, on Newt. Okay.
On Newt, sorry.
So,
See,
okay.
As the woman who learns Thai and I do not, I'm like, it's on the Nut. On Newt.
Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember. So Ari, it's been a long minute. So it's definitely like, no. Just say no.
Okay, I was going to say it's probably changed a lot since the minute that you were there because it's very fun and cool and young and full of restaurants and shops and just a vibe when you go over there. It feels very alive and delightful.
Quick question.
Yes.
You left here and went there.
I left your place. And
how long did it take to get there?
It took me about 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
35 minutes.
Okay, you drove, right?
I drove, but I would say the main reason it took ages was because I made the mistake of going the wrong way outside your place and having to U-turn and sit at that light at Saturn.
Oh, that takes forever.
It literally took 10 minutes
Yes.
was moving through that light.
Yes.
Because for anyone who's not been to Bangkok, the number one thing you will learn that will make you lose your ever fucking loving mind is that there are lights that go for actually 3 minutes. And there's
Or 5.
Or 5. And there's a countdown just to make you go. I mean, in some ways it makes me go less insane because like.
You know it will change eventually.
Well, also like, you know when you sit at a really long light and you go, it feels like I've been sitting here for minutes. You have in fact been sitting there for minutes.
Yes.
And then you can only get halfway closer.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, no, that's...
I didn't realize we were going to U-turn, so I should have gone down to the street. But anyway, so yeah, I went over there, and the first place we went was this place called Calm Hideaway Spa.
Okay.
10/10, highly recommend.
Okay. What did you do there?
Okay, so I met all the ladies, and there's a really cute little cafe in the front of it. So I got there before then, and I was absolutely ravenously hungry. So I popped in, had a delightful little salad while they rocked up. And it is like a proper spa. So it's not like going to a really basic massage parlor. So it's definitely pricier than certain things, in Bangkok. But there was a promotion. I did a 1-hour full body deep tissue massage. They were great. It was 2 of the women in our group she said, I want to be tickled. Like, don't push real hard. And then me and this other woman were like, get the elbow. She said, can we use elbows? And I was like, I'm begging you.
I prefer this, yes.
Feet, elbows,
Okay.
beat me with something, get in all the muscles. And then I added a 30-minute face massage. So we were all doing 90 minutes.
Okay.
And I don't know, there was a promotion. It was like 2,600 baht, 2,800 baht, which I did not think was an outrageous amount of money at all.
Yeah.
It's just that some people want everything to cost 300 baht.
I know. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Especially, and you want it to be nice.
Well, that's the thing. Like, we went upstairs to this beautiful small spot. You go in this lovely room with very high ceilings, and like you're sort of sitting in the center, right, where there's seating and there's, plants, and it's lovely, and they give you beautiful tea, and they come, you know how it is. You smell the oils, and you decide which ones you want. And then we all did it as couples.
Okay.
So
nice.
I went with my girlfriend into one room, and then the other 2 ladies went in the other. Which I've never done a couples massage because my husband doesn't like massages. And it ended up being fine, but I was a little like, oh, we're going to do this together. Do you make noises? Do I make noises? This will be fun to experience.
Okay.
The room was...
Did you make noises?
No, I fell the fuck to sleep. This woman...
With an elbow?
No, the 30... Okay, so the 1 hour... So first, let me take a step back. We go in, the room is chic, beautiful. There's like a sink area with like this beautiful teal, almost like gray teal subway tile that I immediately wanted in my house. Like, you know, when the aesthetic is just the right vibe, it's really chic.
Yes.
These two lovely masseuse women come in, you know, we change, we get in our robes, they do the thing, they wash our feet, we get on the beds. 60 of probably the best massaging minutes I've ever had. And I've had a lot of massages.
Okay.
I love massages.
Okay.
I've had them in all the countries I go to. This was one of the best. She was incredible.
Okay.
Then she started working on my face, which I've never done.
I don't.
Well, it's like, you know, they're like whacking your skin and they're rubbing it and they're rubbing oil in. And
almost like a facial.
Kind of like a facial, but they're not doing a bunch of products,
Okay.
right? Mm-hmm. I never did it before, so I thought, why the hell not?
Yeah.
Knocked me out. I fully fell asleep while she was like rubbing and rubbing. Turns out I really enjoy that.
Wow.
She woke me up at one point, you know, when they sit you up at the end of a Thai massage so they can like finish all the stretching. And I was like, I think that was the noise I made, was the like drool awake.
That's hilarious.
From being completely lulled into happiness by this magician and her fingers. So that was great. So after the massages, you come out and you sit. They have a yummy little spread. They give you like pandan coconut cakes. I had a burnt coconut
Okay.
little, not a cake, you know, they're almost like mochi consistencies of things sometimes. Not quite a jelly, but like, you know, something that's a little springy.
Okay.
Which isn't typically my jam, but I thought burnt coconut, I'd try it. Incredible. And then like little savory things too. And tea, we could sit there as long as we liked. We all sat there and chatted for a while. It was wonderful.
Okay.
Such a cool experience. And then, so my girlfriend's mom, who lives here now in Thailand, when they moved here, she moved here
I
too.
met her.
Yeah, she's awesome. She moved over there. So she has a really lovely little apartment down a cool soy. So we went down the street, we walked, you know, stalls, vendors, places, and then we started meandering. Like, you know, when you see almost like an alleyway where you like see a place down the alleyway. And so my girlfriend was like, oh, there's a taco place back here that I was thinking if anyone's interested, we could do Mexican for dinner. And I was like, oh, okay. So we all went to go just peep it. And then it opened to like this court area, right? So there were like built-in hawker stall places and then permanent restaurants as well.
Oh, nice.
And upstairs and downstairs steps. And there was a Vietnamese place.
Do you know what it's called?
No, but I will find out for you. But there was like a banh pho cart. And so that's what two of us women got.
Oh, so you could, that's nice.
So then we all just ordered a bunch of whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
Right. And then we were all taking it back to her place. But I had like excellent banh mi, which I hadn't had in age. Well, since I was just in Vietnam. I will always, if there's banh mi around or pho around, I'm always a yes, please.
Yeah.
I love Mexican, but that's always going to be my default. So we like sat and we ordered all this food and we just like looked at all the little shops, and then we found another one on the way that it was more of a vibe of 20-year-olds.
Okay.
Like they were all in there taking their Instagram photos and making their TikToks. And there was like art on the floor and little pop-up art installations upstairs. It had a kind of like, you know, young Korean, Japanese, Thai, cool kid vibe going on.
Okay.
And everybody looked just more interesting and chic than, you know, in that 20-year-old way, where I'm like, I am older than you. And I'm officially at the point where I look at all of you guys taking your pictures. I'm like, you guys are so cute. I'm that old lady. And yet I want to jump in and take all the pictures with the kids.
I need to know the name of this place.
I'm going to find it. I'm a fail for this one because we were just wandering about.
Okay.
But so we went to her place and we ate a bunch of food and had a really nice time. And then we had gotten an Airbnb for nothing. But the fun of it was it had like 6 beds. It had 2 bedrooms and beds in the living room.
Okay.
So that we could straight up have like an adult woman sleepover.
Party.
Yeah, a slumber party. We had so many bags of shit. One night to sleep, we had like a bag of games and we had, you know, wine and Prosecco and snacks and candy and food. I mean, you would have thought we were tucking in for 5 days.
Yes.
With the amount of materials. So we like took the little Move Me.
Yeah.
Those little electric tuk-tuks.
Yeah.
Those are super fun. Wandered down. This was fun. So we go to the Airbnb and it's on a row of townhouses that have all been built clearly by one developer, right?
Yes.
So the Move Me drops us off kind of like at the bus stop further down the road, and then we're walking with all of our shit. And it's like, I don't know, 10 o'clock at night or something like that. And the guy who owns the Airbnb must not be allowed to do this because he was very hyper in the correspondence about like, don't tell anyone you're coming and don't, you know.
Oh, yeah. Airbnb is not allowed.
Yeah, well, he's doing it.
Okay.
So he's obviously afraid to get in trouble. And
Yeah.
I'm like, don't you think that like 5 women rocking up with a bunch of stuff, semi-drunk, you know, and loud and boisterous are definitely going to
Draw some attention.
But we tried to be chill. And anyway, so we get to the Airbnb and we don't understand at this point that it's like a townhouse.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe it other than like it could have been like really skinny and just the layers. It could have just been the main room. Like I wasn't quite sure how the door worked and what the connection was going to be. But as we're walking up, I see a man in the window.
Okay.
And I'm like, hey, everybody, there's a guy in there. So everybody dissolves into states of varying levels of concern, not concern.
Okay.
I will say that I was fully on a gummy. I may not have been the only one. So I was very in my like Megan.
You were concerned.
I was concerned, but I get very hyper focused. Like, I'm going to take care of this. Nobody fear. I'm here. Right? Like,
Okay.
This
I
is how I
appreciate
get.
that. Yeah.
Like, I'm that bitch who's going to solve all the problems.
I'm going to run away.
Yeah. Well, other people were like trying to run away and were full panicking out. And
There's
we're
5 of
banging
you.
on the door. Turns out, of course, these guys couldn't hear us because A, they're in their own apartment. B, that was the door to the hallway. Like you could see their window, but the door had nothing to do with them.
How stoned were you?
I mean, you couldn't tell this from the outside. It looked like the door and the
Okay.
window was here.
I
So
believe
it looked
you.
like it was all the same level.
Okay.
Right? I didn't realize until we went in that there was an inset door. So
Okay.
these guys and they're not doing anything. They're like reading on their phone in the bed.
Yeah.
Right? These
Yeah.
poor guys. Thank
Yeah.
God they never realized that all these women were out here being crazy people about
Exactly,
them.
yes.
They're just trying to rent their Airbnb and have
Yes.
their little experience.
Yeah.
Poor little dudes. Anyway, so like we get in, we couldn't figure out how to get the door open. We get in, we get upstairs. You know, one person was like, "We should go," and I was like, Can we just open the Airbnb? And if it sucks, if it's dirty, if it's scary, we're all adult women with credit cards. We'll immediately go to a hotel. It's over. We go upstairs.
Go to your mom's house.
No, we'll go back to your mom's house. We'll crash. We go upstairs. It's adorable. It's totally clean. We're on the top floor. Like there's not 1 ounce of a thing to be concerned about.
Okay. Shocker.
Yeah.
I
totally
was
fine.
really concerned
I
for
know.
a minute.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I was like, let's open some bottles of wine and let's all just
Calm the
calm
fuck
down.
down.
Let's all just calm down. And we did, and everyone had a great time. We
Okay.
played lots of games. We had a good time. We played this game, which we've played before with this crew. I can't remember what it's called, but basically like you play charades, but it's all with like dirty phrases. So for example, like if you and I were a team, we would get like a sex toy. And so then we're trying to draw for each other a sex toy and have
Okay.
a guess. And then other people have these cards called cock block cards. And so like you can throw a cock block on the plate. Like if you're guessing and you're not getting it, but I'm watching you guys do it and I know it, I can throw a cock block on it and try to grab it.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
It's funny game. It's funny to have to draw
Yes.
things like that.
Yes.
Because you read it like perfectly for me with my work. I got casting couch and I was like, of course. But then I thought, how do I draw a casting couch?
But
Couch
can you
is
act
easy.
it out?
No, you're
Oh.
just drawing it.
Yeah. How to? Okay.
Right, exactly. Well, that
Okay.
one was a fail. But I'm saying like suddenly,
Yeah,
and then
okay.
watching you draw a
Also,
butt.
I cannot draw.
I can't draw either. And people are drawing butts, but are they butts or boobs? And like you're trying to figure it all out. Anyway, it's very funny.
Okay.
It's very funny. We have a good time doing it. And of course, like the more lubed or imbibed you are, the sillier it is.
Of course, yes. And if you're with the right group of people.
Yeah. And you're saying things that people also like some people in the group have like no idea what these things are. And some people do. And that can be very funny as well.
I have to interrupt for a
Yeah,
second. I
please.
just had a flashback to we had some guys here, son of a friend of my husband.
Okay.
Did a little internship here and his friend as well. And they were both, let's say 20.
Okay.
I think 20, not 21, but they could drink here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had them over one night right before they were leaving. We had done a few things with them. So we said, we're going to grill here out on the balcony, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, hey, let's play Cards Against Humanity. And the one guy, his face got really red. And
when you said it or when you were playing it?
No, when I said it. And I was like, what's wrong? And he was like, I don't, like, he felt uncomfortable. Turns out he thought that he had never played.
Okay.
And he thought that Cards Against Humanity was like, basically you ask a question and you have to answer. So like basically
Like a truth or dare kind of
kind of like, except only truth, I guess.
and really naughty.
Yes.
In his mind.
He's going to have to tell us all of his dirty secrets. And he's just spent the last month in Bangkok. So
and he's got lots to tell.
Exactly. So yeah, I thought that, sorry. So it made me think of that with because I love a Cards Against Humanity, but I never in a million years would I have thought you have to tell your own personal.
Yeah, you're like, baby, try it.
Yeah.
Just try it.
I'll tell your dad.
Yeah. I'm here to collect information.
Exactly.
And where was that ping pong show exactly that you went to?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There were a couple instances where maybe people ended up being not female, but
Yeah.
nothing really happened. But they had, they went out a lot. And
They got
saw
shocked.
some things.
They got
yeah.
shooketh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that'll happen in Bangkok.
Anyway, so continue.
No, so the point of my very long rambling story is that area of RE was really fun.
Okay.
And then where did we go then? Oh, then the next morning we went to a place called Yellow Lane. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
Have you been there?
I don't think so.
It's nice. I went there one time actually because my friend, Steve, my friend Steve, who is he's the musician.
Everyone thinks I know this person.
He
I
did
do
the
not
art
know him.
piece with Sarah.
I was not there.
Okay. Well, anyway, so my friend Steve, who does a million things. He's a really interesting creative human, but he acted in a play. And so we went to go see him in this performance in this very sort of teeny tiny
Theater.
wants to be like a black box. It's just like a room that they converted into a theater space, right? But it was at Yellow Lane and it was upstairs. So when I had gone, we were late. We couldn't find it. We were rushing. We just ran upstairs to the little venue and watched the play up there. And then when we came down, I was like, oh, there's a restaurant and there's like indoor, outdoor seating and all these things. So that's where we went to brunch.
Okay.
Super yummy. And it's just kind of like a multi-purpose venue. So there's a lot of different things that happen there. There's some sort of like yoga ice bath thing in one of the spaces.
Okay.
I think there's like a jazz concerts that happen there. There's definitely a permanent restaurant with indoor outdoor seating. There's just like a lot of variety of things that happen. I think there's a co-working space. It was really pretty and cool. Kind of looks like Sweet Poppy in that, open air, very plant heavy.
Okay.
Vibe.
Sweet Poppy is a restaurant out in Nonthaburi.
Yeah, that is very like open air Bali kind of experience. It was really nice.
Okay.
Had delicious brunch and then went and saw a movie and had a great time.
That sounds nice.
It was. And then on Sunday, I went, which I'd never done before, to my favorite hotel in all of Bangkok, the Anantara Riverside. Because that's my favorite.
Yes,
because
I know.
that pool feels like I've descended to another land. My favorite version is when I go without my family and I sit at that pool all day and I read my book and I drink Aperol spritzes and I dip and nobody talks to me.
Were you by yourself?
No, because I went to brunch, which I'd never done.
The Anantara is really good.
At the Trader Vic's. Have you done that?
Yeah, I've done that.
That brunch is
amazing.
Wowza.
Yeah. I haven't been in forever. We went last time with my mother-in-law, but it's a great brunch.
Holy shit, that brunch. So it was a girlfriend's birthday, and so they had organized for her 50th, like a whole group of people to go. And it was really nice. So, we all took a van down. We went, we ate. The amount of crab I ate, I think, was semi-obscene. The fun part is like going with a bunch of different people and seeing what people will concentrate on.
Yes.
And I think we were all on the same vibe of like, I'm not eating things that I can get
every day
or simply I'm like, you can keep that bread over there. I was like, I'll be at the raw bar.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm gonna go outside and have someone give me like Peking duck wraps with hoisin.
I forgot about that. That was really good.
Oh, so good. Like, and then the crazy,
making me hungry.
Yeah, always. All the little desserts that were so beautifully created. And I'm not typically a dessert person, but I was like, I'll be trying all of these desserts today. So it was another really lovely and fun thing.
That's
that
very
happened.
nice. Did you do with alcohol or without?
We did it without, but I would definitely go back with you and do with.
Okay.
But yeah, it was great. Oh my God. Then at one point I was laughing because I was like, there's so much food. And I'm not typically a buffet person, you know. Mama and her little Ozempic stomach. She can only do so much. I was trying to pace myself. That's why I can lean into like a crab claw because you know what I mean?
I was thinking you didn't eat much.
I ate a lot for me. I have
Okay.
to, and I certainly did not eat dinner when I came home. I was like,
wow.
that was the meal of the day. But at one point there, you know, it's like there's all the stuff on the hot stations outside and all the stuff inside. And then did people come around with like suitcases of food?
I don't remember that. It was more like you could fill something out or you could go and order something.
Yeah, there were things on the table you could order, like crab cakes and brisket.
Yes.
And we ordered all that shit. We were like, we just ordered it for the table and everybody ate it. It was fun. But then these like sweet young guys with like lottery ticket, you know, the lottery ticket suitcases?
Yes.
They would like boop, boop. Cigars, cigarettes, tuna poke. He was just like at the table with like a tray of tuna poke in little, you know, in little individualized cups that were so good. And then they came back with like scallops and raw oysters that were covered in delicious marinades.
Was it busy when you were there?
No.
When we were there, it was like I felt like we have to eat all of this because there's not enough people to eat.
I also felt similarly. But there was a band.
Yeah.
She was great. They were lovely. They sang Happy Birthday. Watching her try to sing Crazy in Love by Beyonce, and bless her sweetheart, I don't mean this as a dig. That's a lot of words to sing in English when English is not your native language. She did not sing all of those words.
That's okay.
She was having a good time and everybody was having fun.
Good.
They were an excellent band.
Okay.
It was just...
It was nice.
And I'm not typically like, let's go to the hotel and have brunch kind of person, but that was beyond worth the money. And obviously, I'm a big stan of those Anantara hotels. I just think that they're so beautiful and beautifully done. They do everything at top tier. It's worth it.
Well, so I'm gonna tell you a story. And maybe you can find that taco place while I do it.
Oh, yeah.
So when I first moved here, I did one of those raffles, you know, whatever, and won a stay at Anantara, Riverside.
Yeah.
So I said to my boyfriend at the time, I got this. This is on me, you know, because it was free. And we had drinks in the pool, which they're pricey.
Yes.
And then we went to Trader Vic's, and they also had a band playing that was amazing and so much fun. And we just were having such a great time, and like buy the band drinks, you know, then buy them some more drinks, and we'll have more drinks. Next day, go to checkout. We had a wonderful breakfast as well. Next day, go to checkout. And although it was free, it was something like 15,000 baht.
Yep.
And I was like, so about that. You know, I just started. I was like just trying to get my studio up and going. He took care of it, of
You
course.
were like, blink, blink.
Yeah, I was like,
blink. Aren't I so cute?
Yeah, like,
Come on. Don't
maybe
you want to swoop in and save the day?
I'll take you to dinner.
Yeah.
So, anyways, but no, it's a great hotel. It's a lovely
great hotel.
place, and the location's good as well. Did you figure out the...
No, I have to find it. I had to message my friend. I got to wait till she gets back to me.
Okay.
Wait, she's getting back to me now. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. She's gonna... What did she say?
Oh, it's called Raptor.
Raptor
NRE.
Okay.
But anyway, my hot take from my weekend is that we definitely need to go hang out in RE more and explore more. There was a place called Salt that looked really cute. Like all of these things.
You know, when you and I went to... we mentioned it earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and say
Raptor with it, like a wrap it up, like Raptor.
Oh, WR.
Yeah.
APTOR.
Not like a raptor, like a velociraptor.
That's what I looked up.
Well, that's
And
fair.
it said no reviews, and I was like, well, okay.
No, wrap it up, babe. Not like
Okay.
I'm coming to kill you.
I would have never thought about that. Anyway, so we mentioned earlier the supper club.
Oh, yeah.
So you and I, we went with our husbands to, what is it called? Home?
It's called Hum.
Okay, HAAWM.
Yes, as if you were saying moi, like moi,
Backwards. Got it.
Yeah.
So long story short, it's a really, it's a house
Yes.
in on Newt.
Yes.
And it's this guy. He's
Dylan.
a chef.
He's a chef. He's a Thai American, and he has
Lots of tattoos.
lots of tattoos. He's very cool.
I bet the ladies love him.
Yeah, I bet everybody loves him.
Yeah, okay.
He's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's shy and unassuming and charming. I follow him on social media.
He didn't seem shy.
I think he is, though, kind of shy.
Okay.
Like most chefs. Like, they know how to sort of come out and do it, but then they're all like...
Okay. So at this place, it's 2 tables and it's 2 seatings per evening.
Yes.
So
they
4
have like a
tables
private table.
altogether.
No, it's only one. Technically, we were at the one table, and then there's the private table in by the kitchen. That's it.
Yeah, but they do 2 seatings. So
Yeah.
so
Sorry, 4 altogether.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand. And so this supper club is in his family's home, his aunt's home, and he's been doing it for a couple of years, and it's starting to like grow and grow in you know, in esteem and notoriety. Plus, I see, because I follow him on social, he does a lot of like pop-up collaborations with other restaurants. He's been traveling to other countries. Like he was, I think he was in Japan recently, like, you know, doing cooking things with other chefs.
Nice.
In that sort of interesting.
Dua Lipa went there when she was.
Well, that is how I found out about it, because I
Okay.
am not ashamed to admit that I saw it on Dua Lipa's stories.
Okay.
Because I'm always curious if there's someone I like that when they come to Bangkok, like, what are they doing? And so then I started reading about it, and it looked really good. And so you don't, you know, the fun part, I think, is that it's all a chef's table, chef's decisions. You don't pick the food. He makes a multi-course meal. You're there to experience his vision. And you bring your own alcohol, because they don't have an alcohol license, because it's very tiny, and it's still developing in their home. But I think that's fun. I think that makes it its own thing. But the other part I really like about it is the community style eating.
Yes.
Like the 4 of us were there, and there were 4 other people. There were 2 twos sitting next to us. And it's fun to like have your time at the table, and then also like talk to those other people.
So I would say for me, I'm glad that we were 4 people.
You wouldn't have loved it if it was just the 2 of you.
No.
Fair enough.
But I found the food great. The main thing, what I was going to say was what I liked was that because we were on Newt, we got a hotel. Because, yeah, because, I mean, we're not going to try and drive back in traffic or whatever. And then we explored that area a bit, and it's just nice to get into a different area that you're not used to, because like since we've moved to the Sichuan area, we stay here. I used to be Sukhumvit, and now it's like, oh, I really want to go to that place on so far. So this was nice. The only thing that was difficult about the restaurant was, remember, it started to rain.
We could not get a grab.
We got lucky that one girl was coming for the next seating, and we got to take that grab.
Yes.
Thank God. Because otherwise,
we could have been there for ages.
A long time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is
outside,
a very...
because you can't like...
go back in because they're having the seating.
Exactly. But anyways, that was a
Bangkok.
fun experience. And just something completely different. I would have never found out about that had you not told me.
And now I've gone twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Because husband and I went once.
Time
just us.
Oh, okay.
Just me and husband.
But how was that? Was it okay, just the 2 of you?
For us, it was, because you know me, I can talk to a rock. I'm happy to sit next to anybody and chitty chat.
Yeah.
And we had fun people, and we had like 3 gay men in their like late 50s who were so much fun.
I would have had fun with them.
You would have loved them.
Yeah.
Although I still think it's funny that the woman sitting next to you, that her company runs that like bespoke artisan Thai brooms.
She said it.
That I had just bought the broom.
Exactly. You were like, oh, you mean this company? And you showed it to her on Instagram, and you said, I just bought one.
Yeah. And in fact, since I had that moment with her, I bought another one, because I bought my mother one for Christmas. I love those brooms. Anyway, those are the fun. I like to meet people and have interesting experiences like that. So I'm glad you came with me.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you got out this weekend, and that your slumber party didn't turn into like a Real Housewives bitch fest.
No, it was awesome. It was really fun. Secrets were told, but in delightful ways.
Did you tell any of my secrets?
All of them.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
No, bitch, please. Okay.
I meant the biggest one that I've ever told you.
No, that I'll take to the grave. I'll take that to the grave.
Oh,
And we
goodness.
won't even tell anyone today. I think we should go eat after all that discussion.
I think we should too. I'm hungry.
Okay, let's go get food.
All right. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.